Your thoughts are on in that regard, any one of the bills or any issue with regards to mayoral takeover?
Okay. Hi, my name is Patrice Robinson. I'm a graduate of Milwaukee Public School System. I have a child still in the system and one that has graduated. I'm against the mayoral takeover. I'm actually not for any of the bills that are on the table because they don't address a lot of the issues and concerns that I have as a parent and a taxpayer. The school board has only been in existence under the leadership of Dr. Bonds for less than a year. And even within this small period of time, there have been changes that have been made. There has been money that has been reallocated for needs in the schools. And when people always want to argue about the fact that it's the same status quo, my question is, how can that be? Within the small period of time of the changes that has been made, how can we say that there's still the status quo for decades of MPS and how the system has been working? To me, for those that want to make the change and want the takeover and call it a reform, they want to continue the status quo. We have a lot of issues that Dr. Bonds has addressed. When Dr. Bonds ran for his seat, he highlighted a lot of issues that a lot of people didn't want to hear about. However, I am not in his district, but I'm not speaking because I am, so I didn't get to vote for him. However, I do support his ideas and the issues that he has addressed and the students that he had met at UWM with the low education. I'm one who graduated in my junior year. I thought I was ready for college. I went to Oshkosh and fell on my face. I was not taught how to do a report. I was not taught how to do research. And I fought that for MPS. I fought that on the school board that was in leadership back in '79, and it still goes on today. All they do is they're worrying about the testing. What is this called? The children left behind. For the last 3-4 years, my child has done nothing but been prepped for the test in October. From the time that he starts school in September, he's prepped for testing. He's not learning anything. All they're doing is working on short-term memory, which is not long-term, which then I have to work with him at home to maintain what he's learning already. So as far as I'm concerned, a lot of things that Dr. Bond and the board are talking about now and the issues that they are actually talking about, not just discussing, but actually identifying on their own without always having parents or teachers to identify what the issues are. They're bringing them forward and they're talking about them and they're being proactive. So to say that this is the status quo, in my opinion, is a hidden agenda. The status quo is wanting to keep our children uneducated, wanting to use our children to gain funding. It's not a guarantee that Washington is going to give us the money if the mayor takes over our school. So what idiotic person, I mean, to me it's an insult to talk to the citizens and to tell us that, okay, if the mayor takes over, we're going to get this money. That's not a guarantee. However, it's not even going to stay in Milwaukee, but Milwaukee is the only city that they're talking about making changes. As far as I'm concerned, I would be silent once the state of Wisconsin, all the legislators are in agreement that every city in the state of Wisconsin will let their mayors take over their school system, then I will be silent. Until then, I will not be silent. I will voice my opinion. I will fight against the takeover. Like I said, what's good for Milwaukee should be good for the whole state of Wisconsin. Why should Milwaukee be the only one to make changes? I went to Oshkosh. I met students from all over the state. Everyone that came there was not equipped to deal with college. They had to learn. They had to take remedial courses. So why is it that Milwaukee is the only one that has issues with education and children have remedial issues? Is it because of skin? Yes, I really believe that. And unfortunately, We know that there's people of color in the state of Wisconsin. However, we're talking about the African American children, which is the largest number, and it's in the state of Wisconsin, is in Milwaukee. So why is it that it's good enough for Milwaukee to have a mayor take over a school system that has done nothing for Milwaukee? We have housing issues, poverty, our employment is still low, our percentage is nationwide. So how is it that this mayor has all these skills and this talent and this knowledge to come in and take over our school system when he's done nothing to turn around and rechange Milwaukee or reform Milwaukee? How is that possible?
Well, I want to thank you very much for your comments. And do you have anything else to add about the leadership and the issue of whether the mayor could, or any mayor could pull it off doing two jobs? Or
I think that's impossible. The only thing that I would agree to, not to say that the mayor should not have a part, but to me, he needs to collaborate with the school board and say, okay, what is it in funding or that the city can do to support the school board and to offer and open up? Just like he always talks about the employment of summer jobs that he put in place. And I'm sure it wasn't just him, I'm sure that a variety of people participated in. If you can do that, then why can't you do other things? You have parents that are unemployed. And then you want to talk about parent involvement. Parents are involved because otherwise their kids wouldn't be at school. If their kids didn't get up in the morning and get ready for school, how is it that parents are not involved? Yet the school needs to open up their doors and embrace parents. I'm one, I tell them, once they take my child, they have adopted the whole family. And I pop in whenever I want to. And the reason why I do that is because I know what MPS has been, and I want to see it to be something different. To me, the parent involvement center that they have here, it's a farce. It's a farce. Dr. Bonds and the school board, it's a farce. And the reason why I say that is because whenever I have an issue or a question or a concern, and I call down here, I'm always told what I can do to advocate for myself. Well, what's the point of having them here if they can't mediate anything? And then I hear about how if there's an issue, then the teacher will have a union rep. Well, we aren't even at that point yet. Where is it the connection to allow parents to come in and for someone to be in the middle to be able to direct, navigate the parent and also be a mediator for the parent and for the school?
Thank you very much for your comments today.